Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Camille Over Chai, a show where we talk about business, life, and everything else in between, all over a steaming cup of chai. I am your host, Camille Telicia, and today we are going to be talking about fear of visibility and how that can impact your business and your life. So grab your cup of chai and join me back here and let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to Camille Over Chai. Camille Telicia here, and I'm so excited today. We're going to be talking about fear of visibility, and this is our final fear that we're talking about for the month of October 2017 and our F Your Fears October campaign. Now, if this happened to be your first episode of Camille Over Chai and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can go to my website, CamilleTelicia.com/FYF October right now, and you can catch up on everything that we've talked about this month and what exactly and find out what exactly F Your Fears October is all about. So before we get the show started, we have to do our chai of the day. And today I'm actually drinking out of my Florida Tech alumni cup. Actually, does it say? No, it doesn't say alumni. Florida Institute of Technology is where I got my master's degree from. I have MBA in business management. And so I decided to get my alumni mug out for us today. And our chai of the day is Tezao Chai Classic. Now this brand you can find in most stores. I think a lot of people are familiar with it. It is also a black tea based chai with the spices, and on last week's episode I had the Twinnings chai and I mentioned how that one also had more of the black tea taste than the spice. I feel like this one is similar, except there's a little bit more spice level to it, but it's still not as spicy as I like my chais to be. And I don't mean spicy as in like, oh, burn your tongue spicy, like a hot pepper, but as far as like tasting all of the spices, the cinnamon, the ginger, the cardamom, all of that stuff in the chai. This one, it's okay. You can taste a little bit more than the other one, but it's still very much a black tea. And it's good. I mean, it's good though. It's nice. Put a little hemp milk in it and make it a nice latte in it, and it's a good way to start your day. So that is our chai of the day. And again, if you are interested in trying any of the chais that I mentioned on the show, you can always go to my kit.com and the link will be here somewhere and also in the comments for the video, so that you can go there and get access to get the easy links to find the teas if you want to order them online. Also similar mugs to the ones that I drink out of, except this one obviously you would have to get from Florida Tech, and I don't know why you would want this one unless you went to the school. But just some of the mugs that I may like, I'll also put on there as well, so you guys can check it out and drink along with me. So let's go ahead and get into the show. All right, so today we're talking about fear of visibility. And I think I briefly touched on this maybe last month or earlier in this month in just any one of my random social media posts. And this is a big one for me personally, fear of visibility, which is ironic considering I'm doing the show and all of that now. But it was a real hindrance for me. It was a real hindrance. And for me, it just comes from not really wanting to put myself out there and not really wanting to shine that bright and have all eyes on me, and not necessarily saying that all eyes would be on me, but just, having that attention and knowing that many people could have access to me. And, for me, it stemmed out of really feeling like, do I have anything of value to say? Or are people going to find what I have to say valuable? Or are they going to find it unique? Or are they going to find it to be boring? So it was just kind of silly fears like that. And I don't mean silly to dismiss them, but, when you finally move through them, you realize, okay, that is a silly reason to not share your message. And so we'll get into why that is a silly reason to limit yourself and limit your business in a minute. But I wanted to also just continue to break down some other reasons why you may fear visibility or what it may look like for you. So if you aren't concerned about feeling like you have anything of value to say, it may be that you just are afraid of sounding stupid. You may be one of those people who is a recovering perfectionist or a recovering brainiac nerd. Not a recovering brainiac nerd. You will never recover from that. Maybe you are just somebody who's always been smart, always been seen as you've always been smart. You've always been looked at as somebody who is brilliant. And so now you're like, okay, if I get on video or if I make this blog or I make this podcast and so people are seeing me, or if I go live on Facebook or Instagram and people are listening to me talk in real time, they may think that I sound stupid, or maybe I can't get my words across right, or maybe I say the wrong thing. And you can't say the wrong thing because you got to be perfect all the time. Perfectionism is a major hindrance. We went over that in last month. We were talking about being stuck, shaking your shit up, but it still rears its ugly head in various ways. So that could be a reason why you are afraid to get visible, because you don't want to be seen as stupid, or maybe you don't want to be seen as boring, or maybe you don't want to seem like a copycat. So another potential way that your fear of visibility may show up for you is that you just have a resistance to sharing about yourself, sharing about your business, sharing about your products, what you're doing. For me, that is really how it showed up for me. It was like my fear was that I feel like I'm not valuable, I don't have anything to say. And so because of that, I wouldn't talk about myself. I would go live and maybe just keep it very like here. I wouldn't share that, oh, this is something that relates to me. I would just straight business facts, like, oh, this is what you got to do. This, there was personality in it, but there wasn't any of me in it. I didn't want to actually talk about myself and who I am, what I'm doing, or what I'm afraid of, or what I'm working on. Like I would talk about my business, but I would only talk about it to a few people. I wouldn't share it with everybody. Or I would come up with these new products or have these new ideas, or, be wanting to put together a class or a workshop or something, and I wouldn't really share it with everybody. I would kind of like half-ass it, like half tell people like, oh, I would, you put it on your Facebook page and you share it, and that's it. You only share it one time. And everybody knows that, if you're really trying to build up some following and some marketing, you have to share multiple times because people's attention span is like this nowadays. So for me, and I think for most people, that is the biggest way that your fear of visibility plays out in your business, is that whatever the reason is why you don't want to be visible, whatever that cause is, whatever that underlying limiting belief is, how it plays out is that you end up not talking about your business, not talking about what you're doing, not talking about your gifts and how you're helping people, and not talking about the services that you can offer people, and also not letting people in, not creating opportunities for people to connect with you and to feel like they can relate with you. So for me, again, it showed up as in I was keeping everything surface level, keeping everything at business level. There was no, this is Camille, these are her fears, this is what she has had going on in her life. None of that was showing up, and so it wasn't translating. People were not relating, and it was clearly showing up in my business. The results were not showing in my business because of that. So the other way is that maybe you just play small in general. You dim your light. And I feel like that is almost a version of not sharing yourself, but maybe instead of creating that course that has everything and has all the information that you can really use, you can give to help people, you maybe just make like a free mini course that gives 2 pieces of the puzzle, because you're like, oh, I don't want to I don't want to shine too bright. Like, I don't want all the eyes on me. So I'm just going to build a small, and yes, I'm whispering so that you get the impact of playing small and dimming your light. And I'm just going to share it with, these 100 friends that I have on my email list, and I'm not going to tell a lot of people about it. And I'm just, I'm not going to make too big of a product. My services are not going to be that much. Like, I just want to keep it small. I'm not going to really go all the way. I'm not going to play full out. And chances are that maybe that is working for you and you have your small group. But imagine if you were actually playing full out. Imagine if you actually allowed yourself to shine and allowed yourself to showcase all that you know and all of how you can help people and how you can service people. Imagine what your business could look like then, right? So, fear of visibility. Those are some of the ways that it can show up for your business and how it can impact your business. I mean, essentially what will happen is that your business will lack. I'm not going to say it's going to suffer, because that's not necessarily always the case, but your business will never live up to its full potential because you are not doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You are not really embracing the gifts that you have and embracing that this is your purpose. And so to circle back to what I was saying earlier about why it's so silly to feel like, why it was so silly for me anyways, to feel like, oh, my story is not valuable, or what I have to say, I don't know if I have good enough content to share with people, is because the fact of the matter is that with all of the millions and billions of people on this earth, not everyone receives messages in the same way. They're not going to receive information in the same way. And so just the same way that you were attracted to this video and you were attracted to me and my page and you found it and you're here watching it still and listening, is the same way that maybe you would not be attracted to the video that another girl put out or a man put out, and we could be talking about the same exact thing. We might even say the same fear, might say fear of visibility, and he may say that it's because of XYZ, but because of the way that I'm saying it and the story that I'm telling and how I am relating it and how I'm saying it showed up for me, you are able to receive my message and hear it and relate to it and learn from it in a way that maybe you wouldn't have if you heard it from somebody else, if you heard it from the guy, or if you heard it from the other girl, or maybe you have already heard this message and or maybe you have already heard this message and it didn't land for you the first time that you heard it from somebody else, because you needed to hear it the way that I'm saying it. You needed to hear it from my mouth. You needed to hear it from the girl with the pink hair who, has a shirt with a curse word on it versus, the guy with the collared shirt and the tie coming from the stage in a corporate retreat. Who knows? The bottom line is that there's always going to be somebody out there who needs to hear your message from you in your way so that they can receive it, because we are all different and we all relate to things in a different way. And so saying that your story has no value or is not as valuable as somebody else's story because they have 10,000 followers and you have 100 followers is silly, because what it ends up doing is that you are now robbing somebody else of the opportunity to learn from you, to grow from you, to heal whatever shit and whatever pain they have from your message and your story. And so once I finally got clear on that part of it and realized that it's not even about me sharing my story and talking about what I've been through and the lessons that I've learned and the work that I've done is not about me. Like, it's not about me feeling good about myself and bigging myself up and trying to feel like I'm a superstar because I'm sharing my story with you. It's because there's somebody out there, whether it's you or the person who's going to watch this right after you or the fifth person who when you shared this video on your Facebook page, and it was a friend of a friend of a friend who got a tag in it and they received the message from this video, that is the person who needed to hear the message the way that I'm sharing it, and their life is the one that's going to be impacted, or it's your life or whomever's life. And so I can't be selfish. I can't be afraid. I can't be so caught up in my own world and my own shit that I rob somebody else of that opportunity to heal and to grow. And the same thing goes for you. If you have been worried or scared to put yourself out there, to say, to talk about the ideas that come to your mind, to really get on video, get on camera and talk to people and go live and interact with people and share your story and hear their stories and coach them and give them opportunities to learn from you, you are just robbing other people and yourself of growth and healing opportunities. Because the reality is the more that you talk about your story and share your story and work through your stuff, you're also healing as well. So you going and talking about what you have going on and your ideas and sharing your business and products, it's an opportunity for you to grow as an entrepreneur and as a business person, but also just as a person in general, because you're working through your stuff and you're getting to a point where now, okay, I've worked through my fear of visibility, so now I can turn around and help the next person work through their fear of visibility. Or I've worked through my fear of money, and so, or I'm working through my fear of money, and I've gotten to step D out of 10 I don't know why I did that numbers. So I'm on step 5, but I can now walk other people through step 1 through 4 while I'm on step 5. And as I'm walking them through 1 through 4, I can get to step 7 and bring them up to step 6. Then I can get to step 10 and bring them up to step 9 or up to step 10 with me as I've completed it. So it's important for you to remember that what you're doing, what your business is, even if you are just selling a physical product, maybe you're selling hair weave to somebody, or maybe you are selling spoons or mugs to somebody. Like, it's not about you. It is not for you. And so you don't get to decide that you are going to rob people of the opportunity to get whatever they need from you, whatever it is. Maybe your mugs bring people joy and laughter. Why are you robbing people of that opportunity? Maybe you make funny mugs. Maybe you make inspirational mugs that make people, when they drink out of that mug and it says, "I'm a boss, babe," or something like that, that they feel powerful every morning when they have their chai tea out of their boss babe mug. Or when they get their weave and they get to dye it pink or dye it purple or just curl it up, with the nice curls that they like, and it just makes them feel better, makes them feel more confident in themselves, or it makes them feel like they get to portray this version of themselves that really gets to shine. And you saying, "Oh, well, I don't really want everybody to know that I'm selling this weave or that I make these mugs because I just, I don't know yet." And so you are now taking this opportunity and these results away from other people, these opportunities to feel good about themselves, opportunities to laugh in the morning, opportunities to get in their power stance while they drink their tea out of their boss bitch mug. Like, you're robbing people of these opportunities. So anytime you start to think, well, damn, I'm stupid, or damn, I don't know if that's good enough, or, damn, what if I say the wrong thing, or damn, what if they find me boring, or what if they don't like the color of my thing, or what if they don't like the font that I chose, or whatever it is that is keeping you from actually putting yourself out there, whatever that fear is, that under that the thought in the back of your mind that's like, well, I don't know, what if, I want you to remember this video and remember how it got you to the point, the message that I shared from my story of how I was afraid of being visible. I still got on camera. I'm still here making this show, putting it out there on the internet, and it found its way to you because I knew that you needed to hear this message and be reminded that what you're doing is bigger than you, because what I'm doing is bigger than me, and what my coach did is bigger than her, and it just goes back and back and back. And so you get to remember that you're in business not just for yourself but for other people, so that you can bless them and be the blessing and be the gift to them, be the inspiration to them, be the laughter for them, be the motivation for them, be the empowerment for them, be the convenience for them, be the service for them, be the relief for them. Whatever it is, whatever your business is, there's no limitation. There's no limitation to what this is. To what you can be for your customers and what you will be for them, just depending on what your business is. It doesn't matter what your business is. There's something that you are doing for other people, and you don't get to, nor should you want to rob them of that result. So, take a breath. Take a sip of chai, because that was a lot. Okay, so moving forward, you get to figure out what you are for other people. For me, my hope and my intention is that I get to be an inspiration. I get to be a mirror for other people, a motivation. I get to help other people heal and work through their stuff. I get to be empowerment for entrepreneurs and business leaders and people in corporate America. People in corporate America. My intention is to be one, if not all of those things for people who come into my space. No. For people who I interact with, who engage with me, who find my videos, who find my books, find any of my products, like that is my intention. And so because I know that, because I'm clear on that being what my goal is and what I want to do and the impact that I want to create and have on the world, any of those times where I'm feeling like, well, damn, I don't really know if I should say blah, 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 or if I should go make this, or if I should do this, if I should finish writing this book or do blah, 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 I get to remember that it's not about me. And I get to remember that everything that I've gone through, every idea that I've had, every course that I've created, it's going to help somebody. And it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but if I put it out there and it's available and it's in the world, there will be somebody who is impacted in a positive way by something that I've done. And so I don't get to pick and choose and say, oh, well, I'm not going to put this one out there, because I don't know the lasting impact that it'll have. And so and I'm clear that I want to be that person in the world for the people who resonate and connect with me. And so I'm making the choice to get out of my comfort zone and be visible and put myself out there and share my story. And I'm taking baby steps. I share a little bit today, share a little bit last week, I'll share a little bit more next week, and it's enough. And I'm okay with that. And I know that as I get more comfortable sharing and I get and I get less afraid of sharing, more stuff will come out and it'll be beautiful and it'll help even more people heal and more people learn and grow. And that is the same thing for you. So start with the baby steps, get clear on the impact that you want to have and that you are having, and know and believe that that is what you're here to do. That is why you felt called. It's why you felt called or inspired to start your business, whatever it is, whether it is that you are just being a convenience for people. You have created an app that makes it more convenient for people to take their pictures and filter and edit them in one sitting and put them on Instagram. Maybe you created some sort of all-inclusive app or something, or some convenient for business people and entrepreneurs to get their stuff on social media, whatever it is. Or it could be just something simple as it's just a game. It's entertaining, but just know that, okay, so my gift to the world is convenience. My gift to the world is entertainment. My gift to the world is quiet time. Whatever your thing is, whether it's the weave and the confidence, it's makeup and it makes women feel beautiful. It could be jeans that fit people nicely, that are comfortable. It could be mugs, like I said, so they get to drink their favorite drinks and feel good and have a good time when they do it. Whatever impact that is, you get to decide that it's good enough, that it is more than enough, and that it is worth you getting uncomfortable enough to actually let people know that you are doing this for them, that you have this available for them, and that this opportunity to have more convenience, to be entertained, to be empowered, to have the quiet time, to feel beautiful, to wear clothes that are comfortable, that is available for them, and you are one of the avenues and options that is out there for them. So, fear visibility, that's all I got for you. I hope that something landed and something stuck, and that there is a change afoot for you. And whatever did land for you, please comment below. Let me know, like, which thing, what did you relate to? What did you find funny? What did you find that really made you want to punch me because you're like, damn, you're right. Please go away and stop making me face my shit. I won't go away, but I'm just saying, that is it's part of it. So comment below, share the video. Please share this video. Let other people know. That's how I will also increase my visibility, is by you sharing and sharing this message with people and letting more people have an opportunity to be impacted by this, of course. And as always, repping my brand, this is another one of my Entrewear shirts, Do the Shit You Love, which is so fitting today because I genuinely do love helping people work through their shit and heal their shit and transform their shit. And so this is like, I'm doing what I love and I am getting to create impact at the same time. And so I encourage you to do the shit that you love as well. This shirt is available on Amazon. Just search Entrewear, ENTREWEAR. You can get your, not version, you can get your own shirt. Okay. Also, again, if you want to catch up on everything that you missed over F Your Fears October, just go over to my website, CamilleTelicia.com/FYF October, and the links for everything will be there, including the upcoming workshop that is taking place this weekend on October 28th. You can get the information for that. It's the F Your Fears workshop, where we actually are going to go through all of the fears, break them down, and get through that shit. It's going to be fun. If you want to learn just how you can be supported in working through your fears, maybe if the workshop is not convenient for you and you want to just learn how you can work with me in general, all of that is available on my website as well, CamilleTelicia.com. And again, if you want to check out any of the chais that I've had on the show so far and the ones to come, just head over to kit.com and you can find my kit there. And the link will be, again, in the notes and comments for the show. And as always, I am Camille Telicia. Thanks for stopping by and having a cup of chai with me, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.